Hello and welcome back to Felsbrunn. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to need the vulture for this, and we've got to head down to the shop. So we've done a bit of landscaping around the yard and tidied a few bits up. But I think we need to plant some trees now just to finish the yard off and mark our fields out a bit better. So down at the shop we've leased the tree planter, and we've got 3 pallets of trees down there. So first thing I'm going to do is go and get the tree planter on the vulture. Anytime forestry is mentioned, people tend to think of vulture anyway, so we might as well stick with that and make use of this tractor. So we could put some trees in the fields where I left. We could put some around the house in the yard, and also around the field behind the yard. So we've gone with the fir trees for this, as that's only the real option we can use. Let's get that on and load up some trees onto it. So let's head up to where our field soybeans is first. I'll put a row of trees between that and the neighbouring field. That should at least remove any temptation for me to put them into one field as well. Just cut through here and try and find the middle point down this strip of grass here. Just have to refresh myself with the controls for this as well. It's a little while since I've used the tree planter. So we'll get that turned on and see if we can make a start down the middle here. Make sure we leave ourselves enough space at either end to get bigger bits of machinery between as well. Don't want to make it so small we can't even get the combine through without the header on. So let's see how far this first palletful gets down here. Try and keep it as straight as possible. Should make a big difference to how the farm looks. So any new field we do decide to buy, we may do the same thing to and just plant trees around and divide it from other fields using these trees. And once they're fully grown, if we decide to cut them back, we'll plant another row beside them first. Might be able to give us a bit of extra income with wood chips and that sort of thing if we go down that route with them. Last one. That's worked out quite nicely down there. I really must remember to come get that line with the telehandler at some point. Get that cleared up. Let's head back to the shop and get the second pallet now. So I have changed the files in the game setup relating to soil texture as well, so that may look a bit different on the maps going forwards. So I think the new textures what I changed around on here do improve the way things look. Certainly the colorated texture makes it look a lot more realistic. So I'll just get this pallet full magically loaded onto our tree planter now. Now head up to the farmyard. Go between the house and our field there. So due to time constraints regarding my work life, etc., you'll probably find there'll be more episodes of Felsbrunn in the week there will be of the Ravenport series. It's just these ones are a little bit quicker to record. So where I get time, you'll get Ravenport contracting series, and I'm a bit short of time some days, you'll get Felsbrunn ones put up. So in both cases, I'm always open to suggestions of things we can do in each series. Feel free to comment on either of them with any suggestions. So we'll put a row of trees down here to act as a screen between the field and the house. Gives us a little bit of space between the field and the trees. Once we get to the road, we'll turn around and head back along the road towards the house. Hopefully the next few episodes we'll start to see the trees grow and see the difference they do make to what the landscape looks like. Now we'll head down this way. It's a bit uneven here, so without using the landscaping tool we won't be able to drop it anyway. It makes no difference with the trees here. So it's really uneven there, but hopefully the tree plants stay on the ground. It's obviously working because there's still a tree gone in. So we'll lift up now and we'll head back in the other direction. Head away from the house along the road. So we'll start where we finished going. Now we'll head down the roadside. As soon as we run out, we'll go and get the third pallet full. So now we'll head back to the shop and get the next load. We'll just carry on down here with them. Let's make sure nothing's coming before we swing out in the road with this. So hopefully very shortly one of our other fields will be ready to combine. We're getting close to being able to afford another field now. Or we can afford a smaller field at the moment. I'd rather we went for something a bit bigger than one of these little ones to the right. Let's just get this last one loaded up. At some point I will remember to get this remaining bit of fertiliser in the sprayer as well out of the way down here. It's not quite loose enough at the minute. Let's try that again. There we go, so back up to that field again now then. See how far this palletful gets. So we'll head back along the road with these trees, then we'll go straight across the middle of the two fields between ours and the neighbouring one. So again we'll set in where we finished with the last palletful. Make sure we leave a sensible gap there, because the first tree usually goes in as soon as we start the tree planter going. So we'll head down here now. When we get to this corner we'll leave a nice gap for the gateway through to the other field in case you have to buy that one, which is a distinct possibility. It's also got a high value crop on them of soybeans, so it could definitely be one we look to buy. So lift up there, just a nice white gap there, and set back in here again. So it's roughly in the middle of this bit of grass here. So the options for fields, I think, is probably going to be the one to the left of us at the moment, soybeans, and the field of oats at the bottom end of where our field of existing soybeans is we drilled in the last couple of episodes. It's more likely one of those two we buy. Something decent size with a reasonably yielding crop in it at the moment. Give us the biggest return we can get. If you buy the oats, we may consider leasing a baler to have the straw as well to sell. So we've run out of trees again. One more pallet full, which is down the shop waiting for us, so I'll just pull that off camera. So we'll just finish this bit off. Even for a tractor this size, the tree plant is quite a good load for it, lengthwise and weight-wise. Have to see if the trees confuse the cars once they start to grow. They seem to be easily confused with their travelling. Just this last pallet full to do, then we'll probably give the tractor a wash down. Which I think is in desperate need of it now, looking at the state of the windows and the bodywork. That's one loaded up. Get out before that car comes, as we're usually quicker than what that is. So by running down there the Vulture, it just saves getting a set of pallet forks for our Manitou to get the trees. And then we need a flat trailer as well to do it. So this is the quickest way. It shouldn't take too long just to finish this last little bit now. Just to try and just line ourselves up again with the trees. Make sure we try and keep as straight as possible from where we finished last time. So just have a bit of a shunt round until we get ourselves lined up properly. Try and keep it as tidy as possible. I like to try and keep things straight if I can, a bit of a force of habit from previous lifestyle on farms. We seem to be having a few sound-based glitches since the last update went on, and tractors going downhill for some reason. Hopefully that'll be sorted out in the future. It doesn't really detract from the gameplay itself. Just head along this strip of grass here. Again, we'll leave ourselves quite a good gap in this corner here to use as access if we need to. We'll do the same a bit further down where this earth track goes into the field. Keep ourselves fairly straight again in the middle of this grass. And just lift up so we don't overplant that track. So we've got 2 trees left, so that should just fill this gap in here nicely. This last one in here. And now we'll head back to the yard with this. So we'll get this track to wash down now. Let's make it look a bit better. And what I'd probably do off camera is put another couple of palletfuls of trees in. The likes of this strip down beside the road here to the right. Put a tree down there. And some around the back of our barn here, and down the other side of it. Just screen our yard off a bit better. We'll see how that looks. Let's park this beside our pressure washer. Let's just give it a good hose down. It's definitely in need of it. We'll do this in the front white block. Just tidy them up. So that's looking a bit better than it did. And have that all clean as well. At some point we'll have to drag the drill out of the shed and give that a wash down as well. So we'll just have a wander over to our trees and see how they look over there. And at that point we'll finish the video. So what we'll do is put some trees up to our right here, but I'll do all that off camera. So thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like if you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.